Hello, welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Calvin, and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build, which is Malaysian themed. This time I'm going to build a colonial mansion in Malaysia. So if you want to know about this build, before I explain a little bit about this build, I have a little quick announcement about West Anime Sims. Currently, we are sitting past 800 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot for your support. I really appreciate each and everyone that supports my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you're watching this video, please give me a like and subscribe and get updates by turning the notification bell on to get updates on Retro Sims content. Right now, I'm currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, I can reach 1,000 by next month. That would be great. And hopefully, reaching that goal will be a bit more closer to be part of the YouTube Partners Program. Now back to the history of colonial architecture in Malaysia. So if you look back the history of Malaysia, Malaysia has been colonized by multiple different powers throughout almost 4 centuries. More than 4 centuries, I might add, which is the first will be in the Portuguese in 1511 in Malacca. Then came the Dutch, and then after the Dutch will be the British Empire, and then we have a brief time Japanese took over Malaya in the World War II before handed back to the British again until the independence in 1957. So most of Malaysia's colonial buildings were built around the 19th and 20th century. So there are a lot of influences from other countries, most notably Portuguese, Dutch, and British, especially in Malacca. And we also have other influences as well, like the Mughal, which is from India, Tudor revival, Moorish, and some Gothic revivals that is popular in Europe in the 19th century and 20th century, and also Straits style, which is mostly very Chinese influence as well, as a mix of Chinese and colonial style buildings, which I hinted before in my shop houses build. Now, a lot of colonial houses situated in Malacca as well as in Penang as well, with a lot of government buildings, churches, and some mansions that are still being preserved, although some of them have abandoned. These colonial style mansions are usually past government buildings and also past residences by the British, who are settled in some of the towns, especially in KL. Some KL mansions has been preserved or reconverted into restaurants or inns or hotels, something along the lines. They keep the architecture style, but they change the function of the mansion. So yeah, although colonial style is basically a style that is brought by other cultures and by the colonizers, but it is part of our history. So in this build, I'm kind of mix and match different colonial styles that exist in Malaysia, and I'm not referring to a specific building. I basically take elements of the mansions that I see over the internet and going to incorporate the ideas into this build. So in this build, I have a entryway. There's a front porch that jutted out before going into the house, and then there's a entryway to the staircases, which is the foyer, and leading to the living room and the study. I would say a hobbies room at one of the wings. On the other wing would be the dining room and the kitchen. And upstairs will be the bedrooms and also a study at one corner, with 2 balconies at each wing, with bathrooms nearby. So yeah, the most notable thing about a colonial house is a use of a lot of windows and also columns, and you shall see later on. And I put some Tudor style detailing on the roof, gabled side of the roofs, to make it look nice. Underneath it will be more of a stone kind of a wall texture with some nice columns that going around the sides. So yeah, mainly the outdoor exterior will be white, as I noticed quite a lot of houses usually painted in white even after restoration. So the stylings are not as exclusively European, because they want to fit into the local climate and the materials they have at the time. So this build actually reflected that not all of the furnishing and also wall textures are essentially very traditionally or classically European. So there will be a mix of Asian style furnishing and also some Moroccan style that I would incorporate that into the build to make it there's influences from to both the East and the West cultures. The structure itself is not that hard, but the layout is I have to undergo a lot of versions before coming to the final result, particularly the foyer, because I wanted to build an L-shaped staircases at the sides, but didn't really connect well of the upper floor. So eventually I gave up. I just put 2 straight stairs just to go up to the upstairs living room, which is a seating area just for chatting and pretty much. And the hallway to the bedrooms, and yeah, and quite a lot of changes for the layout for the upper floors as well. I wanted to have a bigger space to fit in the bedrooms nicely, and also the upper floor I added a 1 unit up of a balcony to put in just columns to add detailing to the columns. And I'm actually proudly used the set quarter tile placement on to make a more precise placement of all the columns, so the columns won't jut out like by default. And also the classic move objects on to make some of the detailed columns can be placed. So yeah, also I use these columns instead of the classic colonial style column or the Greek column, because it will look a bit weird. And also I like the details of this Second Empire one. This one is from Mansion and Garden stuff pack. And yeah, all the furnishings will be colonial, classical style, more old style, and a little bit of Eastern Asian influences here and there, but not too much. in order to overpower the main theme of the build. As for landscaping, at the back of the house, we will have a little courtyard filled with lots of greenery, and most of the greenery won't be very westernized or temperate climates one. I will put more tropical plants like the hibiscus shrub and also palm trees and banana trees to make it more tropical style, and also some hibiscus shrubs that line along the side with a nice fountain at the back. And also in the front area, I will put some plants in front as the entryway. It looks really nice. I like the pathways that is spray painted on terrain painted over the front porch. It's like a driveway, but in this case, these arch columns are too narrow to have a driveway, so it's just a walkway in. And then I surround the whole mansion with a brick wall with 2 gates side by side to make a more grander look. Okay, that's pretty much what I want to share about this speed build. What do you guys think about this Malaysian style colonial mansion? Please leave me a comment, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for West Anime Sims for more updates on retro Sims content. The screenshots of this build as well as the link to download this build will be up in my Instagram and Tumblr page, and the link also will be down in the description below. Please also give my Tumblr page and my Instagram page a follow. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!